EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go in the rain in Landover. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 37.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. Here's first and 10.
19 right. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
That one is brought in by Terry McCoy. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On the set.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
60 Maverick. Cougar 19. Street. 7 Pirates.
Now, this looks like a design run. And he's into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Cardinals 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. Run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. Second time they've connected on the drive. This one goes for 17 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a first set of downs.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. 19. Start.
on first down. Daniel. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
At the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Set.
On 2nd down, Bigsby. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
1st and 10.
19 tight. 19. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The right side is made by McLaurin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
Two. 79. Panther 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Pat. Cowboy Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Washington.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? Viking 18.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Break.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
19 Lions. Ready? Hop, step 18, 5 in.
Here's Daniel. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 12
Vita Vea. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60 left. Mustang 19.
They'll throw with Daniel. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They work this out wide to Benson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. On the move, left is Benson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, gets them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 18 Pioneer.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Set. Panthers 6. Warriors 70.
To throw is Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And the Cardinals are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
16 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Set. 72.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a signal, a timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. On the move left. That one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Go! Hawk 70. Hawk 70. alert. Ring alert.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Benson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Taken in by the running back, Benson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
It's made right side by Wilson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught! And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34 from the 1-yard line. First down and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready! Got me lying! Go!
On play action, Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 47 yards. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Here we go! Here we go! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hurt! Ridge! Ridge!
That's caught out wide on the RPO. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Let's go! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready?
To the air again is Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ready up! Get it! Trap 60! Trap 19! Trap Buffalo 18! Ranger! 70 Ranger! Ready?
Daniels gonna throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Good snap. Good hold. Good catch. And the Commanders move out in front. The new score, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bravo 80.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. It's second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Big hitting slant there. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 5. They'll look to throw. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. This one popped in the air and intercepted. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground, Benson begins the fourth quarter. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack.
And he will score! Game on! Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Samuel, going to see what he can do. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Strike.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 31 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready, break. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Cougar, back. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
On the ground, here's Bigsby. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 29, here's second and 6.
Mustang 19. Ready, ready. 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Here's Daniel. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Merritt. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ja'Cory Merritt, touchdown Commander. The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. throw here to begin the drive. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drive for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you could nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be third. They need one. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now give up the middle extension. Not much there. Maybe a yard. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. Pushed out to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Dragon 60. 60 by.
They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Ready, ready.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Buffalo 8, Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw here on third and short. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Work to do, the crowd helping the defense. Third down and 9. You'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Cards first down. Wow, that was no small feat. Going for it on 4th and 9. They still picked it up by a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the golden domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll look to throw yet again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Come on, set. Cut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McTry. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.